Hello, relatives of this great world. Wherever you find yourselves, um, you know, my fellow residents of the Twin Cities metropolitan area, big ups to all of you right now in this time and these days. But this goes out to all my family, friends, people. When I say relatives, because we're all one huge human family. And the events that have transpired in the place that I've called home for the past, man, 30 years now, really, almost. It's just like mind boggling and difficult and creates so much feelings and pain, sadness. So there's so much emotion and everything that's going on. But the biggest, clearest thing of all of that's come through to me as all of this has transpired is the deep importance of doing the work of our hearts and the work that we've been doing um, as a Minnesotan. I've lived here all my life and was raised with the understanding that we're all humans on this planet, and all of our neighbors. Like, we take care of each other, watch out for each other. You know, um, we live in a place where the weather can become incredibly dangerous in the wintertime, and you get snowed in. You can't go anywhere because the plows can't get to your road for a number of days, however many days. So, you take the snowmobile or the four-wheel drive to your neighbor's house, and you're like, "Oh, we're going to town. Do you need anything?" Like, there's just a general sense, I believe, deeply because of the weather and the nature of the climate. It's like ingrained inside of us to take care of each other, and has always naturally kind of been enfolded in that because, like, over the course of the years, like, not only Minnesota, but many of the upper Midwest states, Wisconsin, and I know as well because I grew up there partially too. Is like another state that has always taken in immigrants from countries that have honestly been devastated by imperialism and war and all of that. So you know they're our neighbors as well. So that they're folded in naturally because, like, we're in the United States, we're all fucking immigrants. But excuse me for swearing for the younger people, but like we live on stolen land. But anyways, this is what I'm trying to get to the core of is the reality is the most important thing that we can do in our lives right now is stand inside of that and that to me that's love. Stand inside of love. Love is something that's super important. And it's been like, plug a lot of over the years, and call cries, and all this other stuff. And there's all kinds of triggers. For some people, it's a trigger word, but really, to me, what love is just this energy that exists that every single human has inside of them, and they feel it, whether they feel it or not. But like, it's there because love is creation. Love is caring. Love is patience. Love is kind. Love is something that can keep us safe and protect us. It's something that we can share. And it's something that we can use to keep each other strong. It's not something that we just hold inside and wait to give to certain people because it's not effective that way. And standing in love means loving everything and everyone. And unfortunately, it also means like sometimes it's hard to love ugly, ugly things, ugliness, and humans that we see standing before us doing ugly, horrible things. But at the end of the day, like, love needs to be love. And I just call to the compassion and the understanding of the human species right now And we need to stand up to atrocities as we've been doing and the people have been doing, and be unafraid to continue to do the things that we've been doing, to stand in compassion and stand up and say, wait, that's not right. You can't do that to somebody. You can't beat a woman down to the ground and then spray her in the face with pepper spray. Like, we can't be afraid to stand up for each other anymore, like, ever really, but like especially after this situation that has unfolded over the course of the weekend. Is the machine wants to create fear. They want to make you afraid to be love, like Alex was, the kind of love that stood there and put his body in between another human being's body and the humans that were doing terrible things. We can't let them make us afraid to do that, to love like that. And Alex wasn't afraid to love like that. I mean, he lost his life because he wasn't afraid to love like that. He was trying to be, like, he was so peaceful even with the officers that took his life. And, just keep standing in love. Keep standing in that love that makes you so angry that you go out in the street and you stand there and you stand in front of the people who are doing the horrible things. And you stop others from, trying, all the work that we're doing, all the work that you see people doing. Whether it's like the love that makes you go to work every day, whatever job you're doing, whether it's like working at a gas station and attending fucking like a register, or you're going to school and you're teaching, or you're going to school and you're providing food service, or you're going to your office and you're doing whatever work you were doing in your office, wherever your work resides, like go there and do it in love and keep doing it in love. And if you see something that makes you say, no, that's not right, stand in your love and defend your right to say that's not right. Because we have to do that. And if we don't do that, then we see ugliness happen more and more. Gather with each other in the physical space. Gather with each other in a space of being near each other, face to face, outside of the machines, outside of social media. Gather with your friends and family, and potlucks and all the stuff. Just gather community. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to your people. Figure out ways to like be a part of action, however you can, however it works for you, however you're able. But like, take the time right now and stand in love, and stand in justice. And I know I've kind of rambled on back and forth and kind of loop-de-loop here and there in this conversation, but like really all I want to say is I love all of you. Love you all.